Hello guys, tonight we will be doing one more experiment, actually upgrades of capacitors 220 microfarad in the playback amplifier, trying to improve response in the mid-bass range. So far I just did calibrated sound card, so as you see it shows a flat line and it just connected output from computer to input of the sound card. So now I will measure the frequency response of this nice DR2 before doing upgrade. So we will see all deviations from this nice zero lane. Let me see if it will be the same on -20. It should be the same flat. And then I will upgrade these capacitors. It's a Nichicon capacitors. I get it from DigiKey. And we will measure it again if it will help. So far, from everything I've seen, I believe there is like a little drop between 80 Hz and 200 Hz. That was like a part which bothered me a little bit, because Sony has a pretty flat response in this range. So as you remember, I'm already upgraded all pass-through capacitors on this deck for Nichicon Muse series. And so as you see, it's flat. These are -20. And I like you to show on the schematics which capacitors I will be replacing. So give me a second, I will find the service manual. Nakamichi, basically DR2 and DR10 has pretty the same schematics. So here it goes, here. So if you will zoom into the playback amplifier, so what I replaced are, so this is playback head, and it's connected to the FET transistor with high input impedance. And then like we have amplifier, so I replaced this C205 10 by 25 microfarad, and then sound goes just there. Come on, it just doesn't like to move it. Okay, you see it goes through the filter, filters bias, and then goes to the Dolby chip. What I will be replacing today, I will be replacing this capacitor here for 220 volts, which sits on the base of this lower transistor. I do believe it may stabilize how low bass and mid bass will be produced. I got an idea from one of my subscribers, so he told that it did help him. So let's verify that this solution will work. Okay, so again we have a flat line here. Now I will connect wires to the deck. Okay, so let me connect input to the deck. Okay, and we will connect outputs as well here. So red goes to red. Come on. And white goes to white. Okay, so if I will switch now to the monitor and adjust level, so it should be -20, right? Let's do 0 decibel. Let me see here. I see it's a little bit too much. Let's do, so it shows +3, goes 0, -1, zeros. Okay, and as you see, it's -6 here. Okay, I will adjust input sensitivity to have zeros in place, like that. Done. We have zeros. We will switch to -20. We have zeros. And we have -20 here. Let's do sweep on -20 for the deck response. I actually can start from the beginning by switching it like that. Okay, as you see, deck itself, like in the source mode, does pretty well. Extremely flat. Okay, 18, 19, 20, 22. You see, extremely flat. Now let's install the tape. Okay, let's me switch type 1 and let's adjust bias a little bit. So it's -20. Let's start recording. See, levels are correct. And now let's see, 15 kilohertz. Levels are right there. So source, tape, source, tape. Good. So it's a tape, and let's see what we have here. A little bit bump on 20 Hz. Now you see it drops around 60, 70 Hz. And mostly goes flat. And as you see, it does record like 20 kilohertz on type 1 tape. Okay, let's check the metal tape. Switching type 4. Let's set the levels. Okay, record levels are there on 15 kilohertz and 400 Hz. You see, let me reduce a little bit on 400 Hz. It was just teeny fraction. Okay, 400 Hz and 15 kilohertz. Let me see, source, tape. Okay, a little adjustment of bias, but a really small one. So as you see, small adjustment of bias here. Okay, now let's measure the frequency response. Let's start from the beginning. See how it does. It has a bump on 15 Hz and goes pretty smooth. Actually, it goes pretty linear. So maybe my impression from the not calibrated audio card that it drops a little bit, but as you may see yourself, it does pretty well. 18, 20, okay, 20 kilohertz. Good results. Now let me open it and I will show you how I will do upgrade. It will be part 2. I would not take your time opening deck. and then we will measure again after we'll replace these capacitors. See you soon. Bye bye. Okay, here you may see a playback amplifier. It was sitting right there. To remove it, I just unscrew with the bottom cover and one screw fixing it and unplug two connectors, one from the head and another going to the main board. So these two capacitors for 220, these two guys, but I decided I will also replace these 330 power capacitors just to make it even better. So let me replace it and we will assemble it. See you soon. Okay guys, I just completed replacement, so I just found that I have used capacitors for 220 by 63 volt and replaced this 330 with Nichicon Gold. So it's time to assemble and measure. Let me do that and I will meet you when we will be measuring. See you soon. Okay guys, I just assembled. This is new capacitors. So installing type 1 tape, starting recording. So it's 400 level source tape. Okay, looking, so basically flat, 15 kilohertz, source tape, flat. Okay, cool. Let's do frequency sweep. What we will have now. To tell the truth, I do not see any significant changes. I still have small, like 2 decibel, 2 decibel decrease. Let me try to increase scale. So what we see, yeah, you see, like 1 decibel drop around 60 hertz. Oops, I didn't change the level to minus 20. Sorry, let's start it again. Yeah, because on 0 decibel, you know, no single tape can handle above 14 kilohertz. Okay, it's minus 20. Need to adjust a bit. Okay, like that. You see this bump on 15 hertz and small drop around 60-70 hertz, and then it goes fine, just fine. Up to 20 kilohertz. Okay, let's try the chrome tape. Let's see what we will get with the chrome tape. Okay, see, it's almost repeats. Very minimum difference. Smaller drop. A little bit more flat. Okay, this is the tape itself, I believe. It was on 15 kilohertz, you see the level is fine. So it's how TDKSA responds, maybe like 2 decibel higher in the between 5 and 12 kilohertz. Okay, don't be scared, it's a large zoom. If I will reduce it back, it will be almost flat, you see. Okay, let's see Sony metal tape. Let's see what we'll get. Let's start from the beginning. And this would be Sony metal frequency response. You see, there is no drop on 60 Hz. It's just ideal response. I like it. It's just perfectly flat. Yeah, 220 kilohertz. Nice. Okay, now it's time to try to record and listen. Let me listen a couple songs and I will tell you what I think about this upgrade. Thank you and see you soon.